As we start to look at the future of work, we need to ask what if? What is the art of the possible when it comes to the future of work? And how can we make these digital experiences easier for employees? Well, let's start by looking at a couple of tangible examples. Tangible example number one on how we can improve the employee experience. Let's just think about scheduling vacation time, something that is taking place an awful lot right now. So meet Jessica. She is like a lot of us. She's not taking a lot of vacation. The vacation's been more staycation. Um, Things are starting to open up. She's ready to go take some serious time off. Why does this matter? Well, number one, if you saw it at the end of last year, a lot of people had unused vacation time that didn't get taken at the end of the year. Carrying that liability is bad for a company. It sits on the books as a liability, but it also reduces employee satisfaction. And the fact of the matter is, with large rushes of people taking time off at the end of the year, it slows down the agility and, frankly, speed of business. Um, in the end, it starts to pile up and act as a burden on that employee, and it tempts that employee to leave. Right now, in the current economy, it is more difficult to interview employees. It's more difficult to find employees. The cost of replacing an employee is well over $20,000 for most white collar opportunities. This is an issue. So let's take a look at what Jessica's scheduling vacation time off challenges are. To start with, it's usually I've just got to find what's the policy on vacation? Do I have to quarantine, et cetera? These are all questions that were popping up and were sometimes put in one place in an HR system. Second time, there's still the time off system, especially with new types of time off, elective time off, COVID time off. These systems were updating and nobody knew where they were. Add into that, where do I go and notify people? It used to be that you can kind of circulate that information to your team. Now we're doing so much more by email and calendar. Candidly, teams have turned over. I've got new people. I've reorganized. I'm not even sure who to work with. I might have one team in Slack, one team in Teams, another team that's entirely email driven. And then finally, there's all those other systems and people and things that need to know what I'm at. What we are finding today is that employees are starting to look at this as a bit of a burden. They're saying, I'm not really sure if I know how to take time off. This is problematic. We've got to make this easy. We've got to actually encourage employees to take time off. Perhaps we get ahead and proactively do it, but let's make it really simple when they decide to bite the bullet. Find the time off, show them the balance, grab your time, put in a couple of notes, update all the systems and all the teams, and just be done with it. This is the experience we want to ultimately drive to. This is going to lead to a happy Jessica, and a happy Jessica means a happy Jessica's boss. Ultimately, the other thing we want to do is make this very easy to be across numbers of systems. Make it simple to do it through a chatbot, not just for Jessica to take that time off, but as well as for Jessica's boss to go and say, yes, have a great time. That ultimately is the experience we're trying to drive towards.